This is a storage solution. This is another storage solution. And this is my storage solution. So we got this corner in our house with a couch here, a cabinet here, and a doorway to the other room here. So this part is a door. This is another door. So what I want to make is a storage solution that goes in this corner here. So it will be attached to the wall here on this side with 2 planks. There's gonna be a leg standing here, and there are gonna be 3 planks on each level right here. So that's the design for this build. So I basically started by cutting off some 2x4 in its length and then using my signature cut to cut it off straight. And this was basically free because all this wood was still left over from the construction of our house. So I always like to have some wood cut to a size and then just take it from there. So what I'm after is always speed, style and strength. So what you will see are some rough corners, some rough edges, some exposed screws here and there. I think it's inevitable and it adds character, it makes it uniquely mine, and if needed I can take it apart to make something better. I needed some more wood obviously, and then I went ahead and I shaved off all the rough stuff. And maybe I should have used a sharper blade, but this is what I had available. When I'm working, I don't overthink, I just execute and I use the resources that are available to me. This Orbit sander was one of my latest purchases and it came with fine grit sandpaper, which I later changed for rough grit sandpaper. The fine grit is for precision, the rough grit is for speed, and I like speed. So pay very close attention. Some of the incisions have been cut out on the line, others have some of the line visible still. Observe how much better the pieces with some of the line visible still fit together. So I repeated this for the other horizontal pieces, this time making sure that I have some of the line visible still after the cut. By the time I was finished cutting all the horizontal pieces, it was already later in the day, so it wasn't long until it would be dark. So I worked for as long as I could, while the Christmas lights in the tree provided just enough light to see what I was doing. So the next day I continued sanding the standing legs. And next I marked where on the legs I wanted the horizontal pieces to go. And then it was actually time to lay it all out and put all the pieces together, while making sure that all the horizontal pieces were lined out exactly in the middle. And this is my favorite part, because my oldest son Teke came out and he wanted to assist. So I gave him the task that any 4-year-old can complete. I let him put the screws in the pre-drilled holes. And I was so glad he came out, because it's quite a challenge to get my boy involved building stuff. So whenever I can, I'm totally excited. So next up, I'm joining the horizontal pieces together that will be drilled straight into the wall. Remember that the storage solution is freestanding only on one side, so by installing it straight into the wall, I will be able to save quite a bit of space in the house. And it's important to maximize space when you live small. So, living small. So it has some key advantages, and the first one, no mortgage if lucky, lower taxes, cheap to heat or cool, cheap to maintain, less work to maintain, less work to clean. And all this is part of living below your means. For style, I decided to install two 1-inch pieces of wood along the length of the freestanding legs as well. It doesn't add any strength, but it will make the build look more uniform. And then it was finally time to put everything together. And this is the most fulfilling part, because until then it had only been an idea in my mind, but this time around I would actually see if any of it actually would work. And on top of that, it's as strong as ever, it's cheap to make. So making things for the house is just a very simple strategy to minimize your burn rate. The final touch was to install the pieces in the middle and to do a final sanding. And I almost forgot the final touch of the mini stand for the desk light. There will be a couch positioned in the corner, so the small mini stand for the desk light will make it much more cozy. And it's these small details that give a build character. And it's also what makes it better than anything that can be bought in a store. So that pretty much concludes the build. What I did do before installing was to paint it orange, but that part I didn't film. All in all, I'm happy with the result, and we have plenty of stuff that needs to be stored away. Our house may be small, but like any other family, we do have a lot of stuff. I hope I inspired you to build something for yourself, and maybe I even inspired you a bit to live below your means and to create an easier life for yourself and your family, and to go get yours.